Welcome to Amazing Life One Channel Guides. Today you watching Naomi Watts. British actress. Lifestyle biography and beautiful photos. I hope you enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe channel. Thank you for watching video. Your favorite actress, model, singer, celebrity biography, photos, images. If you want to see, please comment. Starting. Nickname Queen of Remakes. Gender female. Age 54 years old, in 2023. Date of birth September 28, 1968. Real name Naomi Ellen Watts. Profession actress. Nationality British Australian. Birthplace Shoreham, United Kingdom. Religion Christianity. Height, weight and physical stats. Body measurements 3'2", height 5 feet 5 inches 1.64 meters, weight 57 kilograms, 125 pounds, waist 25 inches, hair color blonde, eye color blue, shoe size 7, US. Naomi Watts. Education. School. Welsh language. College. Mosman High School. Thomas Mills High School. Mosman High School. Naomi Watts. Career. Profession. Actress. Debut. Film. For Love Alone, 1986. Net worth. $40 million. 2023. Father. Peter Watts. Mother. Mavonwe Edwards. Robert's brother, Ben Watts. Marital status. Married. Husband. Billy Crudup. 2017 present. Children 2. Son. Kai Schreiber. Daughter. Sasha Schreiber. Quick facts. Intro. English actress and film producer, aka Naomi Ellen Watts. Actor, television actor, film producer from Australia, United Kingdom. Field film, TV, stage and radio profiles. Birth the 28th of September 1968, Shoreham, Kent. Age 54 years. Family. Mother Mavonwe Edwards. Father Peter Watts. Siblings Ben Watts. Children Sasha Schreiber, Kai Schreiber. Biography. Naomi Ellen Watts, born the 28th of September 1968, is an English actress and film producer. She made her screen debut in the Australian drama film For Love Alone, 1986, and then appeared in the Australian television series Hey Dad. 1990, Brides of Christ, 1991, and Home and Away, 1991, and alongside Nicole Kidman and Thandie Newton in the coming-of-age comedy drama film Flirting, 1991. After moving to America, Watts appeared in films, including Tank Girl, 1995, Children of the Corn IV, The Gathering, 1996, and Dangerous Beauty, 1998, and had the lead role in the television series Sleepwalkers, 1997-1998. After years as a struggling actress, Watts came to attention in David Lynch's psychological thriller Mulholland Drive, 2001. The following year she enjoyed box office success with The Ring, 2002, the remake of a successful Japanese horror film. She then received nominations at the Academy Awards and the Screen Actors Guild Awards in the Best Actress categories for her portrayal of Christina Peck in Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu's neo-noir 21 Grams, 2003. Her subsequent films include David O. Russell's comedy I Heart Huckabees, 2004, the 2005 remake of King Kong, the crime thriller Eastern Promises, 2007, and the Tom Tykwer-directed thriller The International, 2009. Since then, Watts has portrayed Valerie Plame Wilson in the biographical drama Fair Game, 2010, and Helen Gandy in Clint Eastwood's biographical drama J. Edgar, 2011. For her leading role as Maria Bennett in the disaster film The Impossible, 2012, she received second nominations for the Academy Award and Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Actress and a nomination for the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress. In 2002, Watts was included in People magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People. In 2006, she became a Goodwill Ambassador for Joint United Nations Program on HIV/AIDS, which helps to raise awareness of AIDS-related issues. She has participated in several fundraisers for the cause, and she is presented as an inaugural member of AIDS Red Ribbon Awards. Early life. Watts was born the 28th of September 1968, in Shoreham, Kent, England. She is the daughter of Mavonwe Myth Edwards née Roberts, an antiques dealer and costume and set designer, and Peter Watts, 1946-1976, a road manager and sound engineer who worked with Pink Floyd. Myth was born in England but lived in Australia between the ages of 1 and 7. Her maternal grandfather was Welsh and her maternal grandmother was Australian. Watts' parents divorced when she was 4 years old. After the divorce, Watts and her elder brother, Ben Watts, moved several times across southeast England with their mother. Peter Watts left Pink Floyd in 1974, and he and Mavonwe were later reconciled. 2 years later, in August 1976, he was found dead in a flat in Notting Hill, of an apparent heroin overdose. Following his death, Watt's mother moved the family to Llanfor Farm in Llangefni and Clonvarpel Gwyngyth, towns on the island of Anglesey in North Wales, where they lived with Watt's maternal grandparents, Nicky and Hugh Roberts, for 3 years. During this time, Watts attended a Welsh-language school, Ysgol Gyffwn Llangefni, where she carried out her studies. She later said of her time in Wales, "We took Welsh lessons in a school in the middle of nowhere while everyone else was taking English. Wherever we moved, I would adapt and pick up the regional accent. It's obviously significant now, me being an actress. Anyway, there was quite a lot of sadness in my childhood, but no lack of love." In 1978, her mother remarried, though she would later be divorced again, and Watts and her brother then moved to Suffolk, where she attended Thomas Mills High School. Watts has stated that she wanted to become an actress after seeing her mother performing on stage and from the time she watched the 1980 film Fame. In 1982, when Watts was 14, she moved to Sydney, New South Wales in Australia with her mother, brother and stepfather. Naomi established a career in the burgeoning film business, working as a stylist for television commercials, then turning to costume design, ultimately working for the soap opera Return to Eden. After emigrating, Watts was enrolled in acting lessons by her mother. She auditioned for numerous television advertisements, where she met and befriended actress Nicole Kidman. Watts obtained her first role in the 1986 drama film, For Love Alone, based on the novel of the same name by Christina Stead, and produced by Margaret Fink. In Australia, Watts attended Mosman High School and North Sydney Girls High School. She failed to graduate from school, afterwards working as a paper girl, a negative cutter and managing a delicacies store in Sydney's affluent North Shore. She decided to become a model when she was 18. She signed with a models agency that sent her to Japan, but after several failed auditions, she returned to Sydney. There, she was hired to work in advertising for a department store, that exposed her to the attention of Follow Me, a magazine which hired her as an assistant fashion editor. A casual invitation to participate in a drama workshop inspired Watts to quit her job and to pursue her acting ambitions. Regarding her nationality, Watts has stated, "I consider myself British and have very happy memories of the UK. I spent the first 14 years of my life in England and Wales and never wanted to leave. When I was in Australia I went back to England a lot." She also has expressed her ties to Australia, declaring, "I consider myself very connected to Australia. In fact, when people say where is home, I say Australia, because those are my most powerful memories." Career. 1986-2000. Early work and struggling career. Watts' career began in television, where she made brief appearances in commercials. The 1986 film For Love Alone, set in the 1930s and based on Christina Stead's 1945 best-selling novel of the same name, marked her debut in film. She then appeared in 2 episodes of the 4th season of the Australian sitcom Hey Dad. In 1990, after a 5-year absence from films, Watts met director John Dwigan during the 1989 premiere of her friend Nicole Kidman's film Dead Calm, and he invited her to take a supporting role in his 1991 indie film Flirting. She starred opposite future Hollywood up-and-comers Kidman and Thandie Newton. The film received critical acclaim and was featured on Roger Ebert's list of the 10 best films of 1992. Also in 1991, she took the part of Frances Heffernan, a girl who struggles to find friends behind the walls of a Sydney Catholic school, in the award-winning miniseries Brides of Christ, and had a recurring role in the soap opera Home and Away as the handicapped Julie Gibson. Watts was then offered a role in the drama series A Country Practice but turned it down, not wanting to get stuck on a soap for 2 or 3 years, a decision she later called naive. Watts then took a year off to travel, visiting Los Angeles and being introduced to agents through Kidman. Encouraged, Watts decided to move to America, to pursue her career further. In 1993 she had a small role in the John Goodman film Matinee and temporarily returned to Australia to star in 3 Australian films, another of Dwigan's pictures, Wide Sargasso Sea, the drama The Custodian, and had her first leading role in the film Gross Misconduct, as a student who accuses one of her teachers, played by Jimmy Schmitz, of raping her. Watts then moved back to America for good, but the difficulty of finding agents, producers and directors willing to hire her during that period frustrated her initial efforts. Though her financial situation never led her to taking a job out of the film industry, she experienced problems like being unable to pay the rent of her apartment and losing her medical insurance. At first, everything was fantastic and doors were open to me. But some people who I met through Nicole Kidman, who had been all over me, had difficulty remembering my name when we next met. There were a lot of promises, but nothing actually came off. I ran out of money and became quite lonely, but Nick gave me company and encouragement to carry on. She then won a supporting role in the futuristic 1995 film Tank Girl, winning the role of Jet Girl after 9 auditions. While the film was met with mixed reviews, it flopped at the box office, although it has gone on to become something of a cult classic. Throughout the rest of the decade, she took mostly supporting roles in films and occasionally considered leaving the business, but there were always little bites. Whenever I felt I was at the end of my rope, something would come up. Something bad. But for me it was, work begets work, that was my motto. In 1996, she starred alongside Joe Mantegna, Kelly Lynch and J.T. Walsh in George Hickenlooper's action thriller Persons Unknown, alongside James Earl Jones, Kevin Kilner and Ellen Burstyn in the period drama Timepiece, in Bermuda Triangle, a TV pilot that was not picked up for a full series, where she played a former documentary filmmaker who disappears in the Bermuda Triangle, and as the lead role in Children of the Corn IV, The Gathering, in which children in a small town become possessed under the command of a wrongfully murdered child preacher. In 1997, she starred in the Australian ensemble romantic drama Under the Lighthouse Dancing and also played the lead role in the short-lived television series Sleepwalkers. In 1998, she starred alongside Neil Patrick Harris and Debbie Reynolds in the TV film The Christmas Wish, played the supporting role of Julia Delez in Dangerous Beauty, and provided some voice work for Babe, Pig in the City. She said in an interview in 2012, "That really should not be on my resume. I think that was early on in the day, when I was trying to beef up my resume. I came in and did a couple days work of voiceovers and we had to suck on helium and then do a little mouse voice. But I was 1 in 100, so I'm sure you would never be able to identify my voice. I probably couldn't either." In 1999, she played Alice in the romantic comedy Strange Planet and the Texan student Holly Maddox in The Hunt for the Unicorn Killer, which was based on the real-life effort to capture Ira Einhorn, who was charged with Maddox's murder. In 2000,